In this video, we will discuss how you can use Prodly for enterprise territory management in Salesforce. Before we get started, let's discuss exactly what we mean by that. Enterprise Territory Management is an app that Salesforce admins use to manage and update their sales reps' territories. Commonly, at the start of the new fiscal year, it is likely that sales reps' territories change from the year before. The problem is that this can be a time consuming process, so it is difficult for organizations to make these changes overnight. That means there can be a difficult transition between the two fiscal years, with reps not having the right accounts and territories in their name, leading to an inability to properly sell in their new territory. Let's see how Prodly can make the process easier and help your sales team start selling on day one of the new fiscal year. Let's start by taking a look at my sandbox. I have a new territory model called North America. I have territories, users, and rules inside of my model. The first thing we have to do is use the Enterprise Territory Management dataset. If you want to learn more about datasets, you can do so by watching our How to Run a Salesforce CPQ Deployment video linked here. As you see, this dataset is holding all of the relationships from my territory model. If your root object has different relational data than mine, you can customize just what data you want to be moved along with the root object. Now I'm ready to move my territories from sandbox to production. I use Prodly's guided deployment tool to select my source and destination org, as well as the Enterprise Territory Management dataset. I want to make sure that I'm only moving my new territories, so I'm going to skip updates. Lastly, I am going to temporarily deactivate events. This way, if any automation rules are tied to your objects, such as a notification alerting sales reps of account owner changes, you won't mass trigger them with the deployment. After the deployment is over, Prodly will turn all events back on. Let's go ahead and run the deployment. It takes a couple of minutes, so let's skip ahead and see if my territories have been updated. And there you have it. My new territories are live in production. The best part? You can schedule automated deployments so that you don't even have to manually click deploy. You can check out the blog post linked below or contact us directly to learn how to get your deployment scheduled. No more messy starts to the new fiscal year. With just a couple of clicks, Prodly can have your team up and running with their new territories in minutes. Let's recap. To deploy your new territories, you first make sure your dataset has all of the correct relational data. Then you can either schedule your automated deployment or use Prodly's guided deployment to deploy your Enterprise Territory Management dataset. Want to learn more about how Prodly can help you automate and schedule Enterprise Territory Management deployments? Request a demo at prodly.co.